monkey see, monkey do. So I'm just sitting here, the river walk, right under the little fishy mural thing. Or not under it. I was just thinking, so right now at this current, I don't know what day it is, but it's Saturday, and UT is playing Oklahoma. I just checked the score on my phone. It's 6-3. I think it's halftime. But these are just some jailhouse thoughts of what I was just thinking from when I was in jail. So a big thing, well, let me preface with this, what stimulated me to even mention this is, it's like I went to UT, and that's basically the only thing I would watch on TV was when UT plays. I mean, I've been in jail this whole time that they've been playing, but I would get updates. But you see, it's like, I just went by a bar and had a big screen on the TV, and I could probably even just stand out there and just look at the game, but like, what am I doing? What am I watching? What am I wasting my time doing? I could just check the score to see how good they are, get excited, or to be proud about something. That's not even what this video is about, but you just see pride everywhere. On the big, huge little water smoke tower here at the Pearl, it says Pearl Pride on it. You know, everybody's proud of things, but not of the Lord Jesus Christ. You know, proud to be an American. Oh, I'm proud to go to UT. I hope they win, even though they're always overranked. They're number one. They were ranked number one. Now they're not even ranked. But it's always like a pressure. So when I was in jail, people would go get excited about commissary. So commissary is just them bringing us the corner store, and we line up with they bring all these cars, they wheel it around to all the pods. I don't even know what you call the area that you're in. But if you're not in the main jail where everybody's in a 2-man or 1-man cell, and then you get released twice a day to just like the little open area where it's a whole bunch of tables, and all you do, the only thing is just watch TV and talk to other people, play games with other people. But this is an open bay in the jail that I'm in. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. So it's like 70 guys in here. There's a bottom section and a top section, and 30 and 30 something above. So then at the door would be the commissary lady, and the guard will call your ID, your name, and then you just line up waiting. And you have your big bag that you get, like this big bag that you initially put your blanket that they give you, your towel, your underwear, or your 3 underwear and your 3 socks. But everybody uses it it's like a big bag. I don't know how big it is, but it's to put all your commissary. It's all just junk food. So the currency in jail is a soup, like a ramen soup, like the Manchurian soup, where in HEB you buy like a whole bunch of them with like 20 cents each, but in jail they charge you a whole $1. They make money, a lot of money. But everybody's so excited about like getting just coffee, maybe some mixed drink, but most people are just buying just junk food, like just honey buns, Nutty Buddies. But when you're out here, what they call the free world, it's like no one's excited about going to the corner store. And you just pick up some junk food just because you had to go there for some other reason usually. It's not like it's Buc-ee's or something. But there's almost a riot that one day that they didn't come, or we saw them coming and everybody thought the guard told them not to come for some reason. And there's almost a riot. Like everybody was fronting, not going back to their bunks. So it's twice a week, and not everybody gets commissary. You only get commissary, meaning like someone puts money into your account from the outside. Most people in there don't have someone who gives them any money, or if they do, they give them a low money. So that's why in jail or prison. People hustle, like doing things, basically finding jobs to do. So they go crazy. So how that relates to, it's like there's a proverb that says Sheol and Abaddon are never satisfied, neither are the human eyes. Sheol, Abaddon, like hell. And I'm just talking about myself. We're just like monkeys, you know. We see something that someone else is doing, because everybody believes in jail that they're dying of starvation because the 3 trays that they gave us isn't enough. You know, and it's actually pretty good food if you put salt in it. They sell you salt packs. That's usually mostly I bought is salt, so I could just. But they put no salt. That's another thing about the Bible. Job, he says, how can you eat tasteless food without salt on it? That's another thing of this world, is everything the medical field tells you is not what the Bible tells you. So it's like, I don't know what I'm doing every day. I just like interact, observe, study people so then I can know how to reach out to them. Or just come out here, listen to some gospel Kanye music, maybe read my proverb or my psalms on other bridges on the Riverwalk. You know. But it's like we just go by what we see, you know. I don't have to necessarily have to just talk to someone all the time. Sometimes people just have to see that like there's someone else out there not doing what we're doing. Like so many people have already come up, not like today, but like in general, come up to me and say, you never see people like, oh wow, you're reading the Bible. It's crazy what people think. Some people, especially like in the evening, I don't know why, downtown, like in a tourist area, while I'm reading Psalms, they give me like little pamphlets for like a church or something, like they hand out things like, oh, you need Jesus? And I'm like, I'm reading the Psalms from the Bible. Why are you handing me something about Jesus and about going to your church? Like, I guess maybe do people think like only someone who's like wanting to X themselves, like, oh, I'm reading something, like, or people probably think I'm like gonna do something, like I'm Muslim, now I have a beard, like, you know. Someone says some like Arabic things, you think something's gonna blow up? Or someone were to say something like, oh, God is gonna destroy all. You know, sometimes I read these Psalms, I'm like, I wonder if people think I'm gonna do something like terroristic. Now I look like a terrorist. But see, people judge by mere appearances, you know. But that should be a sign that's scary, that people don't see other people reading their Bible in public. But see, it's by what you see. It's like customs. Those are like what it talks about in the Bibles. The Jews, the customs that what people do, especially the Jews. It's just the Jews are renowned. They have like, I don't know how many books on just like how to wash a cup. Like they have all these rules that they made up themselves. That's what basically Judaism, that's why they do all those weird things and some weird haircuts. But it's just like customs, it's like symbolic. A custom is just something that people do over and over again without questioning it. I should look up the exact definition. Well, see, I don't have to look up the exact definition. It'll just improve it more. But it's just us doing, like, current Christians, American Christians, you know, their custom is to go to a church service on Sunday and then go eat buffet after. You know, like, where are we gonna, the most exciting part about going to church is where you're gonna go eat after. It's more of a custom when you just go there, but people just go to like, oh, I'm gonna see my friend, because your whole friend circle then maybe is around church people. So you go to church because your friends are there. You know? once you start to get to know people, then you just go by custom, and then there's just a whole bunch of people talking about stuff that is, oh, that sounds good. Listen to the pastor for 10 seconds, and then sometimes read the songs that they have on the screens, and you're not really wanting to, but everybody else is, because you see everybody else singing, I'm like, yeah, they look like they're into it. Oh yeah, I love Jesus, yes I do. You know, sometimes you feel into it, but it's a wrong spirit. Those are like customs, or people go to like a little Bible study on certain days, or you don't do certain things in public because it's a custom, because everybody else is doing it. That's what you see. So I was in jail, that's what I was learning, that you do the same things in jail on the outside. There's no real difference. People still act the same. You can see who they are on the outside by looking at how they are on the inside. I guess symbolically and literally. But it's just by what we see. We're influenced by what we do. We see everybody else doing the same thing, so let's go, do the same thing. And I do the same things. I'm influenced by it. It's like, even though anytime I eat any basically junk food, which is a lot of seed oils, because I don't never eat them, because then I get stomach pain. I mean, that's what gave me metastatic colon cancer, and that's all I preach about is seed oils, and that's all they would sell outside of the trays. But I was just influenced by everybody else. Like, oh my God, they're so excited about getting. It'll be exciting to me, but it's like their drug. A lot of them, inmates did a lot of drugs on the outside, but food is like a drug also, and they act in the same behavior. Like with coffee, or like, oh, hey, can you give me a little bit? Or they'll be like, oh, I'll get you back. Or like some inmates would make money and there's commissary twice a week, so they come twice a week, so you only go max 3 days without another possible resupply, unless if you have money. But they just spend all their money on the junk food and then eat it all very quickly, and then they're like going around begging for other, like, hey man, I wish I had some food. Well, maybe if you didn't eat all your junk food. They even admit, I had this like one Christian guy who was probably do prayer call and all this. Even though I didn't participate in the prayer call because I didn't believe in how they did it in jail. That's another thing they do by custom. But he was even telling me, oh yeah, every once in a while he gets a little bit of commissary. And like initially they give you like a little red cup. It's like rubber. It's like for kids. I mean, your spoon is like a kid's spoon. It's like a rubber spoon. It's a sport. But it doesn't hold that much water, so people usually get a little plastic cup. What they call a plastic tumbler. It's only like $1.50. And they usually drink out of that because it holds a lot more liquid. But he's like, oh yeah, I just spent it on the best of the honey buns I love. They're delicious. I was like, well, you invest in a bigger cup, you can get more drink. Like, so the only drink that's flavored that they give us is during meals. That's another thing. People line up for like lemon flavored water. Don't even get me started on cereal day about milk. Out of control. But it's just by what we see other people doing. We're like influenced. And I'm just talking about myself. That's why I'm doing all this, because I didn't even go to watch the football game where I could easily be watching it right now or on my phone. And then I was just thinking, it's just exactly just like in jail, where like you just are influenced by what you see. So everybody does things by just what they see everybody else doing. They're like, oh, where does everybody go? And as if that's where to go to is like a good thing. Just because a whole bunch of people go to something doesn't mean it's popular. It's probably just, a lot of times it's just location. It could be, most of the places on the Riverwalk is just because of the location that they're at. And it's a lot of trash food. But it's like, oh, that's where everybody goes. The Riverwalk is just this part right here. It's very beautiful, but people don't venture out. Or that I even eat. I've caught fish. A few days ago, I caught a catfish on the Riverwalk, south of the dam area. So where you have like natural running water. You caught a catfish the size from elbow to tip of finger. I had some fried catfish. I fried it up. It was the most delicious thing I've ever eaten. Like it tasted like a chicken, because I fried it, like I cut in little strips, like fish strips, but it tasted like very tender chicken strips, perfectly fried, but then a little super hint of, like a very small hint of fish, or you can even taste that it was cat or fish. And I just basic seasoning, the little flour, little breadcrumbs, a little salt, dipped in ketchup. Oh my gosh. And just think about it, maybe I'll go catfish one. And people look at it like, oh my God, the Riverwalk, nobody even imagines going into it. It's some very clean water. You can see the bottom of the river. But since it's most what people know of the Riverwalk is just the tourist area where a lot of people may throw trash. You know, they even empty out the whole, from dam to dam, they empty out the whole Riverwalk, or river on the Riverwalk, and take out all the stuff that's been thrown on the bottom twice a year. Anyways, but that's all I wanted to say is just, you see, this is what we learn as Christians on our path, is that even though you say, I say I'm born again and I say I'm blameless, I'm still learning how to. That's why the Lord's Prayer, lead me not into temptation, but deliver me from the evil one. You know, always asking for the Lord's help and protection from the devil deceiving me, the little demons on my shoulders, you know, talking to me, deceiving me, like, hey, go watch the football game. Hey, man, you deserve it, bro. It's your college, it's your alma mater. They're ranked #1. Probably lose to Oklahoma. But she's like, that's the devil giving an excuse. Hey, go do it. Why not? God says, enjoy everything, eat, drink, and be merry. Enjoy the things that He gives. You see, everything's about self-control. You know. Some people are obsessed. Some men are obsessed with sports. Like they know all the stats of everybody, as if they know themselves better than they do. They know the football players better than they do themselves. And there's just examples. People probably like, you this person, my knowledge of this sport is worthy. I'm here right now in the river where people walking by, they're talking about nothing interesting. Oh my gosh, that's a rock, that's so cool. This little cave that they made. Wow, it's so funny. I'm gonna push you in, funny. Like, what do we even talk about? I'm just talking about myself. You know? That's why I guess I don't have that many friends, because every time I talk to people, I just talk about God. So I'm learning how to talk to people also. Just like it says, if you want to convince the Gentiles, act like a Gentile. If you want to convince the Jews, act like a Jew. I'm just trying to act like. I'm learning. Just sharpening my sword. I'm here observing like a hunter. Like a fisher of men. You know, for a while I was carrying out my fishing pole everywhere, all throughout, down to even, I barely even fished. People are like, oh, what'd you catch? Like, not much. Just a fisher of men. You know, it calls it a fisher of men because you're baiting. And you're observing like a hunter. You observe, okay, this fish has a tendency to go here during this time of the day. Catfish are bottom feeders, they throw it on the bottom. You know, you're observing your enemy. And I say enemy, but not in a bad way. I mean, when I say enemy, it's like someone who's not of the same faith as me. So enemy, because it's always gonna be a unspoken or even spoken trying to convince each other of each other's religion, even though a lot of people don't talk about religion. But that's all you should be talking about, is why you're here on Earth. Anyways, that's about it. I feel like it's like blind people don't have it, like maybe it'll blind from like very early in life. It just seems like they just go about life. They have like literally almost no temptations. Because you can't see what's going on. Like, what is a blind person? What are his sins? Like, how do blind people sin? Maybe gluttony? I don't know. Eating too much? Because, like, having nice things, all this stuff is mostly just show other people and then talk about what you have as your justification for you being a worthy human on this planet. I'm just talking about myself, because I did or still do the same things. It's like, but it's like subconscious, which you're real, well, the devil's deceiving you to make yourself believe. Or just like, oh, one good example is like this little boombox. Looks all retro. So I have another one like it that was broken, but it looks like a cassette player. So everybody's like, look, oh, what is that? Bluetooth. What is that? How is that? Is that looks like from the 80s. Like, oh, it looks cool, man. But it's just a Bluetooth speaker. It's pretty loud. Everybody looks at it because it gives you like a nostalgia of the 80s, like by what it looks like, you know? But it's just a big speaker. That's all it is. But for people to pay attention to you or to me, God has made me to want to buy stuff like that. But the effect is that people see who I am. Like, who's this dude who wears the same exact thing every day? I wear the same exact thing every day. I haven't even cleaned this shirt in 3 days. Oh, man. Anyways, just a little thought.